You weren't dramatic. You were just a child trying to survive what no one ever apologized to you for. Question: how much of your adult self is just your younger self in survival mode? I think a lot of what you call personality now is really protection. The hyper independence, that's the child who had no one to rely on. The fear of confrontation, that's the child who got punished for speaking up. The overthinking, that's the child who had to read the room to stay safe. You weren't born guarded, anxious, distant, or reactive. You became that way because you had to figure out how to cope in the environments that kept wounding you. And now you're an adult, still managing the scars that no one ever took responsibility for. So you're questioning your worth, seeking validation in people who resemble the very ones who broke you, still calling it love when it feels like struggle, still shrinking yourself just to keep the peace you never had growing up. But you're not a child anymore. And you're allowed to outgrow the defense mechanisms that once kept you safe. You're allowed to go back and grieve what you never got. You're allowed to stop the repeating of the patterns just because they feel familiar. You're allowed to reparent yourself and love you the way no one ever did. Because healing doesn't mean you forget what happened to you. It just means you refuse to let it define who you become next. So tonight, take your power back. Not by pretending it didn't hurt, but finally choosing to say, you know what? I'm here and I'm going to heal anyway. Y'all, this is the Unfiltered Night series, where the conversations go deeper and deeper. Stitch this, duet it, and tell me your truth in the comments tonight. Y'all have a good night. Peace.